What up, nation? Welcome to another edition of the Wise Take NBA DFS First Look. CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. Hit me up. Say what's up. And I, of course, am with the Wise Take Nation, which you can find on Twitter at Wise_Take. You can follow on Twitter at Wise_Take or find at WiseTake.com, the home of the Wise Take Nation. We are DFS content provider in the DFS community as well. Shout out to the nation on an awesome, I want to say opening slate, because the first day we had the 2-game slate, which isn't really much to work with, but first large slate of the season, and I thought it was a pretty good day. Cam made his NBA DFS debut as far as making his covering the FanDuel cheat sheets for the first time this year. He was real close to a takedown. Shout out to me real quick, and I pat myself on the back a little bit. Ended up taking down the second $4 20 entry max they opened, I believe it was. Put up a 394, won $2,000. This was a $4 contest out of what? I don't even know how many people were actually in it. It was 8,000, I thought, maybe not, I don't know. But solid first day. NBA's back, baby. It felt good. Definitely glad to have the NBA back. Shout out to the nation. If you're not with the Wise Take Nation, if you're not with this community, if you're not with this movement, I don't know. Maybe it's time to start questioning your approach. Just saying. Come join the nation. We like to have fun. We like to do dirties. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I just did the NFL First Look show, so a little tired, up late. Coming down off the win, feels good, always feels good. Especially, it just felt good to have NBA back more than anything else, right? That just felt good. All right, enough about me. Let's talk about this this slate we have coming up here. A 3-game slate, nice little. So the NBA is gonna yo-yo us a little bit to start the season. 2 games to open it up, then a solid little 11-game slate to kind of spread us out. And then we're going back to a 3-game slate to wind it back down. And I'm sure Friday will be massive again as well. Real quick, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We do a lot of free content on this channel. Hit the notifications bell. We cover all kinds of sports. We do a lot of content. You're not going to want to miss out. You want to get notified whenever we do put something out. So do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. And subscribe, notifications bell, all that goodness. And like this video. The likes go a long way. Real quick, we did do a contest on the first 2 videos. We had 2 winners, and our most recent winner is Wayne T. He guessed the DraftKings points. He was the closest guess to Karl Anthony Towns' DraftKings points. With I think his guess was like 72 point something. Cat put up 73 something, right? Something like that. I think I have him in here. What did he put up? 73 and a half. He was the closest. Shout out to you. Follow the instructions in a reply to claim your prize of 1 free month of Wise Take access with Slack chat. Not doing a giveaway this time. Not going to do it every time, but maybe next time. But would appreciate it if we can get this video up to 60 likes. Been setting the goal at 50, been setting it kind of low. And now I'm asking the nation to deliver. And let's come through with 60 likes. It's not even that much, right? We can make it happen. Let's do it. All right, now it's time to pull up the slate. So, first thing we notice is Detroit is on the back end of a back-to-back. The Clippers did have a day off, but they'll be playing their second game on the regular season, while the rest of these teams are all making their regular season debuts. Trae Young is questionable. I believe he will play. I think Eric Bledsoe is expected to play after missing most of the preseason, or at least the second chunk of the preseason, or whatever you want to call it. One thing about these teams making their starts is there's going to be a lot of pricing and inefficiencies, because we have new players, we have new roles, new systems, everything's kind of new, and DraftKings algorithm is a lot of it is going off of last year and perception into this year. So, for example, we had the Detroit situation. Kennard was underpriced. Derrick Rose was underpriced. All these guys were underpriced. Granted, Blake Griffin was out, but a lot of those guys were probably a little underpriced for that situation anyway, and there was just a lot of that stuff kind of laying around. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Looking at this slate as a whole, James Harden seems way underpriced on DraftKings. Milwaukee historically is a team that gives up a ton of threes because they play good defense low. We know Harden draws a crap ton of fouls. It's like an art for him. It's like an art, the way he draws fouls. So James Harden, I think you find a way to play. This kind of seems too cheap. With that said, we understand Russell Westbrook is there, and so I think people may be afraid the usage is going to go that way. Westbrook did not look good in the preseason. Harden looked awesome because he's just, good like that. On this particular slate, the value is going to matter because it's already tempting you to go stars and scrubs. We got Steph Curry making his debut, with a new look Warriors for the regular season. That's it. D'Angelo Russell is there, so he's going to chuck us some shots. But this is Curry's team. Curry's going to take a lot of shots. He's going to have a lot of assists. He's going to be on the ball a lot. No Klay Thompson. Kevin Durant is gone. So if you just look at the situation that they're in, it just seems like Curry also in a smash spot. It's not terrible, 51-50 if we don't want too many more studs. The problem is then you got Mr. Big D, as we call him at the Wise Take Nation, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is also underpriced for his upside. He looked awesome in the preseason as well. Going up against Houston, a team that has never really been a good rebounding team. Maybe Westbrook will change that some. But it's interesting because now you're at a point where you really kind of need some of that value, right? If you were to play all three of these guys, you're at that point. And I think that you can find ways to make this work because I think that there are probably still some pricing, inefficiencies. Jabari Parker, I'm looking at right now, is $3,800. It's a back-to-back. Markieff Morris got the start. Could get the start again. He, first of all, is still cheap at $42. They raised him a little bit, but he's still too cheap. And then again, there's always Christian Wood, the possibility, that Markieff gets into foul trouble or it's just not working or whatever the case may be. So, this is kind of a long shot deal. You'll most likely split these guys up in most of your teams. Right now, Harden, I do like a ton, and Giannis, I like a ton. Steph Curry, I like as well, but I guess he kind of be the odd man out. Maybe you can settle for D'Angelo Russell. You would be settling, though, right? Like, you'd like to try to find a way to get him in. I guess we can kind of go value hunting and see if there's anything out there. See how low we can go. They jacked up Derrick Rose's price in this matchup. First back-to-back, right out the gate back-to-back. Luke Kennard went nuts. He's 47 now. So they raised him up as well. Cam Reddish is 3,600 for Atlanta. I think they said he's going to start. Yeah. He's going to start. And I think they said that he's limited, but like 25 minutes, which is more than what he's been playing in the preseason. So that could be interesting for sure. It looks like Huerter will be limited to 15 minutes off the bench. So he will be playing but limited, but I think that Reddish is interesting value. Let me just see what this would look like. Let's keep it moving. Kawhi Leonard, man. How good is Kawhi Leonard, man? That guy is just... that guy is good. One interesting situation, Looney didn't play a ton in the preseason, and Marquise Chris did. Marquise Chris is questionable. I would assume that he's going to actually play when it comes down to it. It's probable. He's 3,200, so it's not like a situation where he's a lock to play because they could just go small and put Draymond Green at center and rotate him with Kevon Looney, who they want to start. They also got Spellman, but I think Chris earned something here. So just, for tournaments anyway, just something, maybe. And I'm reaching, guys. Like, I know I'm reaching. I got to dig into all this stuff, the rotations. This is a first look. But I'm trying to figure out a way that we can play all these guys together. And that's probably it. If you were able to pull off Reddish and Chris, it's not terrible. 4,600, it's not going to be like pretty, but you could probably work with it. But right now, that's looking a little stronger to me than the mid-tier, I think. Trae Young, another tournament option. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Interesting slate. Well, let's see how it goes. The Clippers are pretty impressive against the Lakers, man. They look like a good team. They don't even have Paul George yet. They look like a good team. Right? Think so. Yeah, I did take down the 2K. Yes, sir. Thank you, Juan, asking in the chat. Big D came from Cash. Yes, it did. It did come from Cash. A lot of the nicknames we used came from Cash. You know, it was a lot of fun while he was here. How many bodies do you think DraftKings has making these prices for all these sports and slates night to night? Oh, I mean, most of it's probably algorithm, but I'm sure there's somebody that's got to look over and, you know, kind of proofread these things, which is probably why we see so many mistakes, right? Yeah, Morant did pay off. Rookies could do it too. I'm with you, Steve. I'm with you. But anyway, that's kind of I think that's the initial approach for me. Like the first thing that stood out to me were those three guys. They're all in really good situations. They're all really good players. You know, question mark with Harden. His price he's way underpriced for DraftKings considering the upside. But maybe in the regular season, Westbrook gets his shit together. Maybe he does actually take away some upside from Harden. So it's interesting. Curry is the one. He's like the whole team, but the Clippers are a good team. Don't be surprised if the Clippers somehow blew them out. I mean. You know, it's the home open. It's a home game. Steph Curry, you know. But think about it. No Klay Thompson. They got D'Lo, but he's new there. No Kevin Durant. They got Draymond, but he can't score for shit. It's interesting. So a lot to look at tomorrow. Wesley Matthews, 3,500. I'm seeing that. So there's some value lying around. There's definitely some value lying around. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this one. Yeah, Rhino. Yeah, Cash is, you know, he's no longer doing the Wise Take thing. He's took some time to be with spend more time with his family. I don't know. Last I heard from him, he wasn't playing a ton of DFS. He was just, you know, doing a family thing, man. You know what I mean? Doing a family thing. Yeah, I feel you. And that build, what about Ilyasova at center? I don't mind it. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's likely to get some run. So, you know, we gotta kind of dig into the news also. See what we can get from these beat reporters in terms of any types of rotations, anything like that we can get our hands on. You know, get it. All right, nation. That's gonna do it for us today. It was cool hanging out with you guys. If you're on the West Coast, dope chilling. If you're on the East Coast, probably up too late. You know, probably got some shit you gotta do tomorrow to just stand up, listen to me. And while I do appreciate it, you should probably get to bed. If you're watching this like a normal person and you're watching this on Thursday afternoon or morning or whatever the case is, you know, enjoy your day, man, or woman, or ma'am, or whatever. We get women who watch this stuff too. We get women members also, so we don't discriminate against any gender or anything. So yeah, do dirties, drop sevens, like the video, subscribe to the channel. For myself. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell y'all about the plug. Don't forget to check us out at whitestate.com for more fire DFS content. If you are new to Whitestate, if you haven't tried it before and you're curious on what our content looks like, you can get a day pass. It's $2.50 for one full day. You'll get access to all the content. The only thing you don't get is the Slack chat access, which eventually you're going to want. That's really like a nitty gritty part. You get in there with the other members we have. We have some really, really smart members. And, you know, our analysts mix it up in there too. We get feeds coming in there for injuries, lineups, all that kind of shit. So you're going to want to get down with the nation. All right. With that said, go check us out. For myself, the entire Whitestate Nation, as always, good luck.